And the project is itself quite not simple, but I mean structured. So we have source here, a code unit, a page extension, a table, and a table extension. I'm guessing the table extension is not in use anymore. I'll come back to that. I think we don't use this anymore, but we use the table. More interesting thing here is actually to just start the application and see how it looks like. So let's do that now. What we have done is we have extended the employees. That's what the customer wanted.
Could you give me a brief summary of what we have been working on and also what the customer wanted? But please don't enclose any details which are disclosed. Okay, so let's see what you comes up with. Sure, we've been working on creating table to log the errors, if any. In addition to employees, the solution is flexible and easily extensible to handle multiple entities like customers, vendors, or contacts. Great. And then we
say hi to YouTube.
Okay, let's see what she says. Hello, YouTube. Okay, whatever. So that's
what we have. That means I can click here on a customer. I can click on send SMS up here. And you can see the phone number is selected. I can also select many phone numbers or many customers, or I mean employees. And if I click on send SMS now, you can see all of them are comma separated values, but you can't see all of them. So planning to make a type of table here so it's easier to actually see what data is being
here displayed, so that you can kind of remove it from the list after. So we could say hello world, sending an SMS, and just do. We have these toggle buttons, which I think is quite nice, because then we have send message here, which is generic, and that means we could also do whatever we want here. Later we could add send email or send to Slack or send to whatever. It could be whatever. So that's quite nice. I got this from Discord forum. He recommended it, or a channel. So if you now click on send via SMS, it should fire up the code that are used for send SMS. If you also have send via WhatsApp, it will be both logics. But now we will do send via SMS and click on send message. So hello world, sending an SMS. You can see that we get some details. And I eventually found out that you can use a table type of temporary, which is quite nice, because then it's not logged to the SQL database, and that's kind of what we are after in this example. This is because AL language doesn't have classes and those kind of things, but you can kind of get around it by using these type of things. You could also have a bunch of variables here, but I found it a lot better to have a dedicated transmitter as the record, which is basically temporary. So that's it. We get ready to send SMS. You can see here that we init a new record, like we create a new record, ready to have it. I get the employees from here, and as you can probably guess, the employees is basically coming from the selected employees. Let me show you how that works also. If you go to the ready to send SMS, you can see here that in the run action for send SMS, meaning the run action is the button up here, then we are basically saying send SMS here, and we can do a set range on the correct field. This is the number, meaning this is the primary key, and the rec here stands for the employee as well. So the rec points to the correct employee record, or the table at least. And here you can see we are just declaring an employee, and I'm passing in employees here. The interesting part here is cur page set selection filter on this variable. Whenever we have set that we want to filter it or set the range on the number field. this current page set selection filter, it helps you to get the correct data from here. So if I select this and I select this and I select this, then this will be the selection filter. But if I select this and up to here, then these would now be sent 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be marked as the one that are selected, and they will be actually sent to the ready to send SMS in the way we have done it here. So then the code that comes here sets the transmitter code to the employees that are selected, and it does it for each employee, because this is kind of a for each loop. Because if you notice here, it says until employees next is 0, which means that there are no more employees to go through in the list, and we just repeat it until it's 0. So the transmitter init here, it creates a new record, and I want the record to be specific for all. That's just a bad name. This could be security something if we wanted to, but it's just a way to differentiate between these records so that I can actually set mobile phone display here. Mobile phone display, as you can guess, is basically the one which comes up here. This is the mobile phone display, so whenever we select more of them, we get a comma separated list after each other, as you can see here. And this is done by using mobile phone display here. And you're probably also wondering, where does the mobile phone comes from? It's declared in the record itself. So this is how it looks like. I will change this to be a bigger field, or maybe a blob. But for now it's totally okay to just show you what number you are selected. You can see here that quite easy logic to just use a variable called mobile phone display up here, setting that to the employees which are selected, and setting that for the mobile phone number plus a comma, so that we get the comma separated list, as you could see here. You probably get the ID. I tried to make it truly, but if it's too truly, then just comment. So whenever we have done the transmitter init, we then do an insert down here, and we are setting the mobile phone display by also deleting the last comma here, because we know that we add another comma to the end and we delete it after. Then this method is okay, or this procedure, as we say in AL and Business Central. When we now want to send a message, this is going to happen whenever we actually click here and we type in everything we want and we click on send message. Then this is going to be triggered. I can actually set a breakpoint here if you guys want to see the action. Okay, so now we are in the debugger mode. I'm now going to select this person and I want to send an SMS. We will just continue because this is before that code happens. And then I would like to say hello, demonstrating how the SMS functionality should work. And then you can make a heart here. And we can click on send the message. Sending the message, you can see that we come in here. We have a transmitter record, which is now set to ALL because that was the last record. And then we're getting the ALL. The reason for getting the ALL, I don't want to get into that details now, but it's just the way that we differentiated between the other records to get the content and the SMS and the variable. If it's sent to WhatsApp, I don't want to store that on each employee. So that's why we have it in the ALL, or bad naming. So if we now can go in the find set, you will see that we will now get the things which are not ALL. Before that, we actually set the SMS content. As you can see, hello, demonstrating how the SMS functionality should work. We know that it's not sent via SMS, but this is wrong. It should be true. So this is actually something I need to fix. But the thing here is, or let me see, I think actually we might not have clicked that button. I'm just going to check for fun. Let's see. Or it might be it's not hooked up yet. It was, but yeah. The debug monster. So let's go in here and click here. Okay, that's fine. Going to continue that again. Go back, click on send SMS. Just going to see if it now will be correct. It's false there. And go. And now it's true. So I think it was just me. I hadn't continued the code. That's why I thought it was wrong, but it was actually correct. Okay, so let's go back to the Katja person and send an SMS to her again, or at least finish the procedure. So yeah, I think you get the point. Here, send SMS. We're going to go next. That's it. And then the send SMS part is the one we will click on here. All right. So now we are in the send SMS. The send SMS was actually now successful. I can't show you because my phone is out of battery, but the SMS was successful. We can see that because we are now in result true, and log message to send employee in the log table is going to happen now. We can also take a look at the temporary storage, which is the transmitter. If we go to locals, you can go here, you can click on transmitter. You can see the field is KM, the phone number here. You can see send message via WhatsApp. No. Send message via SMS. Yes. The reason that it's not logged the content here is because I'm logging that on another level. And now you will see that we can go into the log writer, which will log the message that it has been sent. Okay, so now it should have already logged it. So let's go in and see if that's correct. Okay, so if WhatsApp, no, so therefore it doesn't do that. And that's it, and we can continue. Now we can go into SQL and we can do a selection here. Here you can see the messages which have been here before. And hopefully now if I click here on the F5, we should get another entry in the log table. And as you can see, we did get another entry. It's SF and it's the phone number here. This is the system ID. These are just connected to Business Central stuff. And you can see that we are logging the number, the table ID, the entry number, which is the number that increments, the content of the SMS, and the channel, which is SMS. If it was WhatsApp, it would be here. So how did we do this? Well, let me show you quite quickly because the video is getting long. And tell me if you want to see more of this. So in the SMS handler, we are using a Twilio API connector, as you can see here, like to separate the code. And we do a send message here. Here you can see the procedure. Takes in a phone number, a content, and a bool, if it's a WhatsApp message or not. And that's just to not have separate methods and have the code not duplicated. I'm going to remove this field so you don't see that. And then down here you can see that we are setting URL encoded content. And I had to struggle a bit with this because I didn't send the correct encoded content. But after some time of working with it, it worked. And you can see it goes to the accounts, and it also get the correct Twilio auth header, which I can't show you here, but I think you get the ID. So now this can be embedded into whatever type of module you would like it to be in the Dynamics 365 Business Central. Wherever you want this extension, you can put it, and it's quite generic, so it should work quite nicely with that. If you want to see more of the implementation details, or if you would like me to go step by step through this so you can implement an SMS handler with Twilio or whatever type of provider you would like to use, then go ahead and please comment down below in the comment section. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.